Hi there, welcome to lesson 3.5. In this lesson we're going to look at how to create new pages for your website and also how to then add and reorder those pages on the different navigation bars. So what we'll be covering is how to create these new pages. I'll show you exactly how to do that. I'll show you how to update the permalinks on your pages, and I also go into what a permalink is in case that's not something you've come across before. I'll show you how to then add those pages onto your navigation menus and how to reorder them as well. And we'll look at the three different menu locations that the DIVI theme offers. So you've got a main menu, a secondary menu, and a footer menu. So we go through that as well. Okay, so let's dig in. Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to look at just setting up some pages and updating your navigation bars with those pages. So if you go here to Pages, All Pages, you can see that the new websites come with just one new sample page. So we can either delete this or we can edit it. I'm just going to call this one Home. And for now, I'm just going to leave the example text there, okay, and just update that. I'm going to add a new page and call it About Me. And when you create new pages, just double check that the permalink, which is the URL of each page, is not showing all these weird page IDs and numbers. So if it is, just click this Change Permalinks button. It's just taking you to another part of the dashboard where you can change the permalink settings. To get to here on your own, it's Settings, Permalinks. And what you want is to change it to post name. So every time, well, I'll show you. So if we save those changes, and I'm going to publish this About Me page. Okay, so you can see now that it's saying the name of my website / About Me. And that means that just clicking on that link, it's a permalink that makes sense and that is easy for Google to read, so it's good for SEO, and it's easy for people who are visiting your site to read. And now to get back to the back end of this page, I just hit Edit Page here, and I'm back in here. So what I'm going to do is just show you a little trick. So if you Google something called lorem ipsum, just scroll down and just generates a few paragraphs. So this is just dummy text essentially. It's Latin. It's just a way to put just to have some content into a blank page of your website before you're at the point that you've actually got any content. So it just helps with the visuals while you're building. So I'm just going to copy that in there, update the page. Okay, so it's just added some content in here. Right, so I'm going to go back into the dashboard. I'm going to add another new page, call it Services, publish it, and just double check that the permalink's there, which it is. I'm going to add another one called Services, Service number 1, and one more, Service number 2. Okay, so I've just created some new pages, and now I just want to show you how you control how they appear in your nav bars. So although we looked at how you can access them here through Appearance, Customize, Menus, that is one place that you can do it, but I find it a little bit clunky. I prefer to use the default WordPress menus area. So you go into Appearance, Menus. Okay, so in here we just need to tidy a few things up and sort of reflect the new pages that we've created. So if you go in here to the Manage Locations tab, what you want to do is just assign a menu to your different menus. Sorry, assign a location to your different menus. So again, just going to the front end again, this was the secondary menu. This is the main one here. And then you have an optional third one in the footer if you want. Okay, so the primary menu, I want it to be a menu called primary, so it hasn't been set up yet, so I'm going to create that. Okay, so I can check here, it's called primary menu, it's the primary menu, and I can check here. So again, there's a few places that you can make these changes. The secondary menu has been allocated as a secondary menu, and I'm going to create a new one for the footer. Call it footer. Okay, so we've got 3 menus now. We've got the main one, so hit select, primary. The secondary one is in that location, and the footer one is in the footer location. Okay, so they're all good. So now going back into the main primary menu, I need to add these pages to the menu. So at the moment there's nothing in there. So I want to, these are the pages here that I've created. So I'm just going to select them and I'm going to say add to menu. And I just need to drag and drop to move them around because I want home to be the first item on the nav bar. Then I want it to say about me, followed by services. And then I want these 2 services, service number 1, number 2, to actually be sub items. Okay, so it's just a matter of dragging and dropping and then saving the menu. And then when I reload my site, okay, you can see this has tidied itself up. So this is my home page, my about me page, with that Lorem Ipsum text that I copied in. And then I've got my services here with drop downs. Now for the secondary menu, so if I select that one, we're looking up here. So at the moment it just says home. And that's because that's the only page that's on there. So again, I might just add an about me page to that one as well. And this is, hopefully you can see that you don't need to repeat the information, but this is a way of having different pages on in these different nav bars. It may or may not be something you need or want for your website, but it just gives you those options. Okay, so I'm just going to save that menu, reload the website. Okay, you can see now the About Me page has appeared up there as well. And finally for the footer, and the footer is a good place to kind of just repeat some of your main pages so that it makes it easier for users to navigate your site. So I'm going to have home, about me, and just my overall services page. Just drag and drop them to just change the order, make sure it's in the footer location, and hit save. And reload the front end. Okay, and there are those links to that footer. Okay, so that's it. That's how you create new pages, add and move them around onto the navigation bars, and how those 3 separate navigation bar locations work and how you can customize them.